Hi guys, welcome to Home Zone English with Alisa, me. Today we're going to be talking about some common phrases or expressions associated with COVID-19. So, super fun time for everyone. Okay, the first phrase we're going to look at is I'm coming down with something. So, the first phrase we're going to look at is I'm coming down with something. Now, coming down, those two words, that is a phrasal verb, meaning coming down has nothing to do with down or coming, nothing. Actually, in this context, it means I'm getting ill or I have an infection. So hopefully you're not going to say this and you don't know anyone else that has said it, but if someone says, I'm coming down with something, maybe it's COVID, maybe it's a flu, they're saying, I'm getting ill or I have an infection. It's very common and it's very common outside of COVID too, but we're hearing it a lot now because we're all a little bit worried. Okay. The second phrase we'll be looking at is picked up. In context, we can say, I've picked up some medicine. Something else you might be hearing quite a lot, especially during flu season or the colder months where you live. So picked up is what it sounds like. It just means to get, more accurately, to obtain or acquire. So if you have a sore throat, you're gonna go pick up some medicine, maybe some cough drops, something to help. So that one's pretty easy and you've probably used it or heard it before. The third phrase is also a phrasal verb and you've probably heard it. In our context, it's waiting on. So I'm waiting on results, or I'm waiting on an appointment, or I'm waiting on a phone call. So we can wait on a lot of things, but be careful not to confuse it with waiting for. So even though we can say I'm waiting on a phone call or I'm waiting for a phone call, both are accurate, we wouldn't normally say I'm waiting on a train. We would say I'm waiting for a train. It doesn't really have any strong reason, it's just about sounding natural. And this is something you will definitely learn just the more you practice the language. But there's not a real reason why waiting on a call is correct, but waiting on a train just isn't super natural. But yeah, that would be our third phrase, I'm waiting on. Okay, our fourth phrase, or should I say word, associated with COVID-19 is I'm quarantining. Now, before the pandemic, you probably didn't hear it that often, if at all, and that's because to quarantine, or how we say it now, I'm quarantining, is kind of a new word that we started using. We just took the noun quarantine and we turned it into a verb. So essentially, it means to quarantine yourself. So isolated in a house or an apartment, you can't see people, they can't see you, no leaving or entering for any reason, maybe just for essential things. So to quarantine, yeah. For a week, for 2 weeks, however long your doctor thinks you need to, or however long you would like to. We've all done it in one shape or another because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Hopefully, we won't have to for much longer. The fifth phrase I wanted to talk about is the Covidiot. So this is definitely a new word and it's not actually an official word, meaning it's not in the dictionary, but we've probably used it and we've definitely heard about it. So what or who is a Covidiot? So a Covidiot, in my opinion, you might have your own definition, is someone who doesn't wear a mask at all or doesn't wear it properly, so their nose is hanging out, or they say COVID is just another flu, or worst case scenario, they don't even believe in the vaccine for COVID, or maybe no other vaccine. So yeah, a Covidiot is, I think, like a nice, fun way to refer to someone that is just being a bit of a Covidiot. So the final term we'll be looking at is mask up. It's exactly what it sounds like. We mask up. We put on a mask. It's somewhat of a phrasal verb in that there's nothing going up, but we are putting on a mask. If you've ever seen the show How I Met Your Mother, one of the characters, Barney, I think is his name, he says suit up a lot, which just means to put on a suit. Okay guys, that has been Home Zone English with some handy COVID phrases you might have heard or you might want to use. My name is Alisa. Thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. If you have any ideas and you want to see us cover a topic that you need help with or that you just want to see, let us know in the comments and we will definitely try our best to get to it. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.